Attention parents of elementary and middle school age children. Discover in 15 minutes how this free book will prevent you from the greatest summer camp mistakes millions of parents make every year. A leading authority on child and family development reveals the number one secret most summer camp programs do not want you to know, and why the summer months are the most overlooked and underutilized times of your child's development. I have written a book that every parent should read prior to enrolling their child in any summer camp program. Hello, dear loving and dedicated parent. My name is Master Gary Schill, and along with my beautiful wife, we own and operate Peak Performance Training Center. I'm also the author of the Great Summer Camp Parent Guide. Beware of summer camp programs. Discover the number one secret most summer camp programs do not want you to know, and how to avoid choosing the wrong one. Many years ago, I found out by accident that our children lose as much as 8 weeks of knowledge during the summer months. The school district recognized this and spent the first 6 to 8 weeks when they return to school re-educating our children to the same level they finished at the previous school year. I know, it sounds crazy. In addition to lost knowledge, have you noticed lately that most of our children are not as active as we were when we were kids? Their thumbs are in great shape, but not their bodies. And did you know that due to this lack of activity, most children gain the majority of their weight during the summer months? This is a main cause of the childhood obesity epidemic facing our country today. The obesity in children will lead to other physical, emotional, and social challenges throughout their childhood, and will continue into their adulthood. The ridicule and bullying children face today is at an all-time high, and the schools are doing little to combat the issue. And much of this has to do with the lack of confidence our children are developing during this crucial time of the year. And did you know that Harvard University recently released a study that shows that 9 out of 10 children want someone else to lead? And a great deal of this stems from the 11 weeks out of the year that children are void of structured development. Another study from FamilyFacts.org shows that children that spend at least 30 hours a week in a daycare center show problematic social behaviors, including aggression, conflict, poor work habits, etc. Now, I totally understand, and it's not your fault. You probably have chosen camps in the past based upon it sounding fun. Maybe it was close and convenient to your home. Maybe it was cheap in price. Heck, your own child probably bugged you to enroll them in the same camp as a friend. Or, like most parents, you just didn't know there was any difference from one summer camp to another. I know that you prefer to stay home and spend quality time with your child. I would as well. But this is just not a possibility. And for most of us, and for a recent study shows that nearly 7 out of 10 families are two-family income. And for single parents, it's just not an option. Their daily responsibilities and bills have to be paid, and leaving work is just not an option. But you know what? It's okay. This is what we do, and help is on the way. I was blessed with 5 children. They are all completely different personalities, quirks, challenges, and attributes. My oldest son was diagnosed with bipolar disorder, and my second son has dyslexia. While both are intelligent, they both struggled with academics. They were disciplined, respectful, kind, and helpful. However, school was a severe challenge, and if we did not get the school year off to a good start, it always seemed like we were in the hole. During their preteen and teenage years, respectively, is when we tried something different. We worked during the summer months as if they were enrolled in school. The results were nothing short of amazing when they returned to school. However, this is when I learned about the review the schools are required to complete to get all returning students back up to academic levels they had achieved the previous school year. To me, it seems like a complete waste of time. Ever since that fateful summer, I have been on a mission to provide children and families the greatest summer camp experience in the Travis and Williamson County region. I also want to re-educate parents on the importance of summer months and just how crucial they are to their child's future success. I want to share just one of the many positive stories that have come from families in our academy, and while the challenges that my own children faced gave us the experience and motivation to find real-world solutions for children and families in our area, and you get to benefit from that knowledge. See, about 12 years ago, some parents came to me. Their daughter was very, very shy, and it always seemed that she was struggling when she returned to school. And every year, after summer vacation, she had struggled getting into the routines and recall material that she knew at the end of the previous school year. Her parents would share with me how frustrating it was to see their daughter struggle with the start of school, and that she would always seem frustrated and in a sad and depressed mood. After speaking with the parents, I explained to them due to the long summers, many children would lose up to 8 weeks of knowledge during the summer months. I also explained that her lack of confidence was playing a large part in a bad cycle of limiting belief and social anxiety regarding school. I shared with them my personal story regarding my own children who were struggling. I explained the routines we instituted during the summer months to assist them with the struggles they were experiencing academically. I also showed them how better prepared they were when they started school in the fall compared to the previous school years. They were motivated to go to school, more confident, had less fear of failure and rejection than the previous school years. I also showed them the review process the schools had in place and trying to cram the previous year's material into a 6 to 8 week period to get the children back up to the same level of academic knowledge from the previous school year. The parents, like me, were shocked. They were wondering where this school had the practice in place, and the mother said she always felt like she was pulling her hair out in frustration every school year. When they enrolled their daughter in our summer camp that year, they had no idea how much she was going to grow and mature in just 11 weeks. It was not just the academics that improved during the summer months, but they were really blown away with how confident she became from her martial arts training. Her self-discipline improved dramatically from skills she learned from our Student Success Program. She was taking personal responsibility for cleaning her room and picking up after herself. She was even cleaning her bathroom and not leaving wet towels and dirty clothes on the floor. When their daughter started the next school year, something amazing happened that their family had never experienced before. She started the school year with great confidence and a great attitude due to her academic and physical development during the summer months. She was prepared for the return to school. She made honor roll the first grading period and never left the list the entire school year or any other school year following. What shocked the parents even more was how many new friends their daughter had acquired. A lot of the parents of these new friends came to them telling them how envious they were and how happy they were their child had a friend like their daughter. These parents also shared with them how they wished their child had that much confidence. You see, this young, unconfident child is now a second-degree black belt, an honor student in college, and working towards her teaching degree, so she can help young children reach their full potential. Now, I'm kind of biased, but I truly believe we have the best summer development system in the world. You could go out and read every book on or ever written on child and family development, spend hours interviewing industry insiders, and actually go out in the field and do stuff like I have. Or read this simple small book with big words and lots of spaces that condenses down everything I've learned about investing in the right summer camp into a 15-minute read. No fluff and no BS. Just the raw information and systems you need to know to choose the correct summer camp for your child. Here's just a little of what you'll discover. The number one secret every parent should know before enrolling their child in a summer camp. Why the summer months are the most overlooked and underutilized development time for children. You may be setting your child up for failure by enrolling them in the wrong summer camp or daycare, and why enrolling them in the correct summer camp will make you look at the best parents in the world, and how the correct summer camp will increase your child's social status in every area of their lives. Now, I can't take full credit for the system. I consulted everybody that I knew who was a success at child development, read everything available on the subject of child success and lost education time. I then added my own personal experiences to develop this system. Don't let the size fool you, of just 64 pages. Over 15,000 hours of research went into this project. It is truly the best of the best there is. And the system is simple and fast to learn, so you can implement this information immediately. Why choosing the wrong summer camp could cost your child more than 2 years of educational instruction. If your child is enrolled in this wrong summer camp, their academic studies will suffer. Remember, the school set aside the first 6 to 8 weeks of the new school year to re-educate your child to the same academic levels they had achieved the previous school year. Now take just 6 weeks and multiply times 12 years, and this is 72 weeks of wasted time. This is not taking into consideration the lack of new instruction during the 11 weeks of summer. School sessions are 41 weeks long. This means the school districts lose out on nearly 2 years of education time due to this yearly review. And this is all due to lost knowledge during summer vacations. Now think back to a time when you graduated high school, when we thought we knew everything. Then we got into the real world and we learned very quickly we knew a great deal less than what we needed in order to be successful. Now fast forward to today and look at your family, friends, or neighbors. Do you know of someone that is more successful, has a bigger house, or higher status than you, and you know you're smarter than they are? Now can you imagine how much faster and easier it would have been had we learned success habits early in life? Can you imagine how much time and money you would have saved had you learned early in life the habits successful people use every day? And what if I told you your child would be exposed to these very success secrets and they will start learning them now, not when they become adults? Imagine developing your child's confidence and self-esteem so strong they are impervious to bullying and negative peer pressure. Your child develops self-discipline habits where they take care of all the responsibilities at home and at school without you having to fuss. You're the envy of every mother and father in the neighborhood and at your child's school. Your child is the leader of their classroom and the envy of their peers. So here's some real proof. This is from Mike. He has 2 children that have been in our program for more than 10 years. And he says that they are the envy of all their friends. They excel at school, at home, in church, and all the activities they participate in. They clean their rooms, pick up after themselves without having to be asked or fussed at. And he says that our program provides them with a strong sense of confidence and self-esteem that all of their friends envy. And when asked, how did your children become so great? His response is always the same. Master Schill's Peak Performance Training Center and their team. Now, why is this book free? I'm giving away this book for free. All I'm asking you to do is cover the shipping and handling for $7 for 3 reasons. I'm investing in you with this book and the life-changing information within reach of the vast majority of the people. It's not too expensive for even the household with the tightest budget. All you have to do is pay for the shipping and handling. Anyone who's not serious enough about their child's future success in 2014 to invest $7 into the shipping and handling of this book after giving it away to you for free isn't going to take time to use the methods laid out in the book anyways. And anyone who is serious enough to put down the price of a fast food dinner and invest in the shipping and handling of this book has the opportunity to propel their child and their family to a level of success only few experience. Now, if you're thinking, $7 is so cheap, what's the catch? Then you really need to read this book. It explains why the summer months are a crucial time for their development and how to choose a camp that will propel your child ahead of their peers. So if you're serious about propelling your child to new heights in 2014, and if you would like to start now, click the Add to Cart button below. If you need to justify the expense, skip going to McDonald's for dinner once this week, and it's paid for. Now here's my double you'll love it guarantee. If for any reason you think my book isn't the best $7 you've ever spent, just send me an email and I will gladly refund your whole 7 big cash dollars. But if you actually do what I recommend you to do in the system and your results aren't great, I'll actually refund twice your money. All I'm asking you to do is give me an honest effort. Now, how fair is that? I'm only giving away 100 free copies, so time is very much of the essence, and I cannot stress the time sensitiveness of this offer. Not only will the 100 books go quickly, at what point the $29 discount will expire, and trust me, you don't want to miss it. So click on the Add to Cart button below the video to join now to get instant access to warning. Do not enroll your child in a summer camp program before reading this book. The #1 secret most summer camp programs do not want you to know. For risk-free for just $7 shipping and handling. So here's a breakdown. For the first 100 people, it is free. I'm also going to give you access to our Parents as Coaches program. For the first 101 to 500 people, it's $19, and anybody over 500 copies is $29. So for the first 100 people, it's not $29 or $19, it's free, but you only pay the shipping and handling of $7. So here's what you need to do to order. Have your Visa or MasterCard out and click on the Add to Cart button below the video. Warning: if you don't take action, you will make mistakes. A man who represents himself in court is a fool for a lawyer, and we all know that people who don't read the instructions mess things up. So get help before you try to enroll your child in the wrong summer camp, or it could mess up big time. And when your full plan is only $7, you'd be pretty crazy not to grab it. So either give up on the idea or get this free book. Otherwise, you're sure to make giant mistakes in areas you haven't even thought of yet. This tiny book is the only thing standing between you and success for your child and family. P.S. Remember, there is more real, actionable information in this tiny book than you'll get reading a dozen books. The system inside the book has worked for thousands of people just like you. It's 100% guaranteed, so you can't possibly lose money. It's a no-brainer. So, act now. Click on the Add to Cart button below. Please remember that there's limited quantity available, so don't miss out on all the free gifts that I have along with it.